So, I'd like to ask this of people who work a lot in our industry. What advice would you give someone graduating now
Mm,
into this landscape? Because it's totally different
it's
from when we
totally
started.
different. Yeah, like I remember when way back when I graduated, like I was in a lot of sketch comedy and improv was like my thing, and there was a big group of us from Northwestern that stuck together and was doing all these shows. Now that would be nothing. You got to shoot. You got to like Lonely Island, basically turn that into like you shoot it, put it on YouTube.
Right.
So
You have to be on
someone
SNL.
graduating now, yeah, someone graduating now. I mean, I would say don't like definitely don't be too big for your britches, as my grandmother would say. Like you may have been, you may be an actor and you're trained and you have a degree and you played Hamlet at Yale. Fine. But no one's too good for anything, especially if you don't have experience doing this. If you've never done a sitcom with a live studio audience, you've never done an hour-long drama, you've never done, yeah, do as much as you can. Um, and also try to like, I mean, back in the day, I would get Backstage West, which was the newspaper,
Yeah.
Backstage West newspaper, and then
Yeah.
I'd mail in my headshot, put a 50-cent stamp on it, mail in my headshot to submit myself for auditions. Like you little jerks these days, you have no idea how easy it is. You just sign up and pay Actors Access, whatever, 75, $80. Submit yourself for everything. And submit and before I was before I got that like guest star on NCIS, I was submitting myself for as much as I could, like casting a wide net. I paid a yearly thing on Actors Access, and I did a couple big budget short films actually, and some things like, and I met people. Someone ended up being my agent later. You make all these connections. I got experience shooting stuff. I got a reel from it, and there were also certain things where I'd submit myself, and then the audition would come in and they'd send me sides and I'd read it and there'd just be tons of typos and it was like really poorly written. I'd do some research on who the director is and I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. And I wouldn't do it and I wouldn't audition. I wouldn't submit or I wouldn't go to the audition. And that's fine. I just, you know,